Hey guys, in this video I'm going to explain about constraints in Sketcher. So constraint is used to constrain the sketches. Like we are applying some different parameters to entities, or we are applying some parameters to geometries. So let's start. Mechanical design. Go to Sketcher. Click OK. Now the sketch workbench is activated. Now I need to select any plane. So I selected this YZ plane. So here we have a constraint toolbar. In this constraint toolbar we have constraint dialog box, constraint, fix, animate constraint, and edit multi-constraint. So I'm going to explain one by one. So in CATIA sketch workbench we have two kind of constraints. We have two types of constraints, which are geometrical constraint and dimensions. So first I want to tell you about how to constrain a object, a profile. So I draw a rectangle here. So you can see these lines are white color. These lines colors are white. So if I give constraint to this line or this profile, this whole profile, this rectangular profile, the profile get changed to color to green. See that I will show you how it works. So I'm going for the dimensional constraint first. So I'm going to give the dimension for this line is 216. So when I double click this one, I can change the dimensions. So I'm going for 200. Click OK. So you can see this line. After giving this dimension of this line, the tool command is get deactivated. So if I want to activate that tool every time, I need to double click this tool. So now you can see this tool is activated. I can give dimensions here. I'm going for 100. Now you can see this orange command still activated for that command. So that because of that I was double clicked to activate that command, so that it's still activated. So I need to apply dimensions from the axis. For that I'm selecting this axis and selecting this line, this top line. I'm going for 50. Now you can see these lines colors are changed to green, because it means that the lines are constraints. The profile, you can see this whole profile, it's not constrained yet, because this line and this line are still white color. That means that these lines are not constrained, because I can move this. Sorry, the command still activated, that's why. Okay, I can move this line. I can move. You can see this. I can move. I am not set any parameters between this line and axis, because of that this line is moving. So I need to set a parameter. I need to set a dimensional constraint for this line. Okay, I'm going for 100. Now you can see the whole profile get change the color of green. See, you can see the green color. So this means that the profile is constrained. So now you cannot move this profile. You cannot move any line or anything, because this profile got constrained. So that is how we can apply the constraint to a diagram. So I'm gonna go through some more examples. So later on this video I will show a first a circle. So again, in a circle, you can see when I click the circle, you can see the first constraint dialog box is get activated. This constraint dialog box has many constraints. These all are geometric constraint unless this distance are the length and angle. Uh, the distance, length, angle, and radius. This rest of them all are geometrical constraints. So you can see first you can see the distance constraints here. So I need to draw any line or rectangle. So I drawn a rectangle here. So when I click this line, when I selected this line and this line with pressing by pressing control button, I can select this line too and go for constraint definition box. From this dialog box, the some of the constraints commands are activated. See, you can see the distance is activated, length is activated, angle is activated, and some of them are not activated because it cannot apply to this uh, selected selected geometrical shapes, because this radius and all we cannot apply to these lines, so that it cannot it's not activated. So I can give the distance first. I can give the distance from between these two lines. Click OK. Now you can see the distance from these two lines are here. It is a constraint. It is uh, it is a dimensional constraint I applied for these two lines. So I want to give a dimensional constraint to this line. For that I'm clicking this box, this constraint definition dialog box, and I'm giving this length. You can see the length is activated here. I'm clicking OK. So you can see this whole figure, the whole this profile when I said selected this rectangular profile is moving. You can see it can move to. So to fully constrain this rectangular, what I need to do is just want to attach from the axis. So I need to select any of this line from here to this axis. So I can I given the dimension from this axis to this line. Now it cannot move in y direction. You can see this is y direction. It cannot move in y direction. It's move along z direction. So for that I need to apply another parameter to uh, with respect to horizontal axis. So I can directly give this dimensional constraint, but what I'm trying to do is I'm clicking this one, and with respect to by pressing control button I'm selecting this horizontal axis also. I'm sorry, it's not get selected once again. Okay, okay, now you can see the distance is, I'm going to activate the distance. Now you can see the distance is activated this from this line and this axis. Now you can see the whole profile got constrained. So for the next command is radius or diameter. So I'm selecting this circle here. So I'm opening this constraint definition dialog box. I can give the radius or diameter. So I've given this diameter here, so I can change to radius from this diameter. I can change the dimensions here. Like if I want radius, I can change here. I go for 60. Okay, so you can see this circle is not constrained. So to constrain this circle, what I need to do, I need to attach this circle from to this origin. I mean this circle origin to this intersected point of axis. So this for that click this one, this point, and this point. I selected this point. I selected this point by pressing Control. I'm going to select this point also. I selected the both point. You can see the orange color. So I'm going for the constraint definition box. So here there is a command is coincidence. I can activate this one. I click OK. Now you can see that this profile got constrained because it turned to green color. So what if I give some more constraint to this this profile? So I'm going to give another dimensions. Sorry, I'm going to click on. Now you can see this line is got deselected. So I'm going with this one. So this profile is already constrained. So I'm going to add another dimension to here. Now you can see that these three lines got changed the color to pink. It means that this pink line represents that it's over constrained. So we don't need to do that over constraint. It cannot take over constraint sketches. So we need to delete this one to remove that over constraint. Now you can see it's constrained. So some another method to constrain this circle is I'm going to remove these constraints. So delete this one. This is concentricity symbol, constraint symbol. I'm going to delete this one. So now you can see that this circle is not constrained because the white line shows that it's not constrained. So I need to constrain this one. For that I'm going to give the dimensions from the axis. So I'm going to give this is the origin of the circle. I'm going to click okay. It's not selecting. Okay. I'm going to select. I selected that origin, and I select the vertical direction, and now I given this dimensional constraint to this origin, and from this vertical axis I can go for dimensional constraint from horizontal axis also. Okay, now it cannot move. This origin cannot move. You can see. Then I'm going to give a diamond. I'm going to give the radius or diameter for this one. It will get constraints. When I give the radius, the profile got constrained. To constrain every profile, you need to attach from the axis of the plane. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm going for the next command. Next command will be semi-major axis. So semi-major axis will work only for eclipse. So when I click, when I draw a eclipse, so this is the semi-major axis, this is the semi-minor axis. So when I click this one, from this constraint definition, I can activate the semi-major axis constraint. I can activate the semi-minor axis constraint and click OK. Now you can see that both constraints. This is also a dimensional constraint. I think you got an idea. I'm going to so it's not fully constrained. I need to constrain fully. So see, you can see the origin of this eclipse. I'm going to give the dimension from uh, this vertical axis and horizontal axis also. Okay. Oh, sorry. It needs to be start from here. Now I can do coincidence from this one. Okay. Okay. This is constraint. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going for the next one, symmetry. So now you can see I draw two lines. So I have drawn these two lines. So I want to uh, do a symmetry to this line and this line with respect to this line. So there is a problem with this symmetry. So you need to select the proper way to get symmetry. So first I want to select this one and this one with respect to vertical axis. So you need to select with respect to which object, which axis. You need to select the with the on next third click. So I click this one for. I'm going for constant dialog box. I'm going for symmetry. Now you can see this line and this line are symmetric with respect to this axis. So when I move, you can see that both line gets moving because it's symmetry. You can see the symbol over here, symmetry constraint. This is the geometric constraint. So I'm going for the next constraint, which is midpoint. The midpoint, I'm going to draw a line. So on this line I'm going to draw a point somewhere here. So I want to make this point of midpoint. I want to make this point a midpoint of this line. So I click this point, and by pressing Ctrl I going to select this line also and select this constraint definition and selecting this midpoint. Now you can see this midpoint act as this point act as the midpoint of this line. So when I move this midpoint, you can see this line also getting resizing because by acting this midpoint. So that's or in midpoint. So going for the next one. Next constraint is I'm going to select circle, and I'm giving the constraint over here. So now it's fully constrained. Now I'm going for some points. I'm going to draw some point. I'm going somewhere here. Okay. Oh, okay, only 3 point required. Okay, so I want this point and this point are equidistant. I want uh, equally distance from anywhere. So I'm going for constraint definition. I'm going for equidistance point of view. Oh, okay. I need to select this one, and this one. Equidistance point. Now you can see the distance from this first point to second point is equal to the second point to third point, which is equidistance point. Now you can see the uh, representation of the symbol of equidistance point here. So next the next one is fix. Now I can fix this profile. So if I just draw another one. Okay, if I want to take dimensions from this line to here, so I can fix this one. I can fix, click OK. If I fix this one, it won't get moved, so you can see it won't get moved. So I can take dimension from this line to here. So that's why the fix command is used to most of the time. So here when I give 80, sorry, I'm going for big size. You can see this line won't move because it's already constrained. It delete this one. So this line won't move. It's got fixed in that point. So that is another constraint. So the next one is coincidence. Okay, so coincidence is used to coincide two points or two lines. So I want to coincide this line and this line, so I'm going to select this point. I'm going to select this point here, and by clicking control I'm going to select this one too, and I'm going for constraint definition, coincidence, click OK. Now you can see this both lines are coincide together. So next one is concentricity. So when I have two circles, so I have two circles, so I'm going to fix this one. Sorry, I'm going to constrain this one first. I'm going to give dimensions from here. I'm going to dimensions from the horizontal and the radius. Now it's got constraints, so I need to concentrate this circle and this circle. So what I need to do is I'm going to select this circle and this circle. Now you can see, now you can activate the concentricity. The circle origin is changed to from here to here. Now if I give the radius, now it's got constraint because these two circles origins are same. Now the next one is tangency. So tangency is used to tangent with respect to arcs or anything. So I can make this line as a tangent of this circle. So what I need to do is I can click this line and the circle, and go for constraint definition, go for tangency. Okay, you can see this line is tangent to this line. When I move this line, you can see that it will tangent to this circle. So now you can see uh, the the symbol representation here. Okay, now I'm going to delete everything. So next one, yeah, I'm going to straight this view. Okay, next one is horizontal and vertical. I'm going to provide some line here. Okay, so I want to make this line in horizontal direction. So what I need to do is I'm going to go for uh, I'm selecting this line. I'm going to go horizontal and I want this line in vertical direction. So I can give this vertical direction. Okay, so another one is perpendicular and parallel. So I given a line here, I drawn a line over here, so I can make this line perpendicular of this line. So I selected this line and I'm going to select this line. I'm going to select this line by pressing Control and I'm going for constraint dialog box. I can give perpendicular. Now this line is perpendicular to this line. You can see this perpendicular sign over here. Now the the parallelism or how parallelism apply is you can click this line and this line. Now click constraint definition tool. Now I can give parallelism. So now you can see these two lines are parallel each other, which means it won't contact each other. It won't intersect this line, these two lines. That's all in that constraint definition tool. We gonna go for next one. So this constraint tool is used for dimensional constraint. So I'm already shown a lot of example. So this one is used for fix. So I can fix this one. Click OK. So it's over constraint. So I don't need to give so much dimension. So okay, I don't need to give so many things. Okay, I can fix the point, the line. Click OK. Okay, somewhere we got the trouble. Okay, now I'm going to select another one. Click this one, go for fix. Click OK. Now the okay, this is another step. Okay, okay. Okay, so I have drawn a rectangle here, so I need to constrain what automatically of this profile. So what I need to do is click this rectangle and select the elements. When I got select the elements, I got the four lines to be constrained. I click OK. By clicking OK, it got constrained, but it's not fully constrained. What you need to do for fully constraints, you have to uh, draw from axis. You have to give the dimensions from the axis. You can see now that this is fully constrained. So this animate constraint is represent as represent for to animate this constraint or already constrained profile. So I can give animate this line. So this is the first value is go for 100 and final value go for 500. So you can animate this one. When I run this animation, you can see and the the profile got moved from the actual position to another position. So I can loop this one. I'm going to run animation. You can see this loop could work, and this is not much useful. So the next one is edit multi constraint. So I have given five constraints to, so these four constraints to this rectangle, 4 or 5, sorry, 5. uh, I have given some of the dimensional constraints to this uh, profile, so I can edit this all. I can edit the constraints here. Now you can see the four-dimensional constraints. I can edit the values. I can give here 50. I give 200. This is 300. This is 150. I have given the value. When I click OK, it will get got changed. Now you can see 300, 150, 250. That's all in that constraint. I hope you like this video, and please subscribe for more videos.